When you're trying to build a home gym, the temptation is to grab the cheapest set of resistance bands or a folding bench you saw on a flash sale page, only to discover after a few weeks that the gear isn't sturdy enough, the resistance feels random, and the whole thing turns into a frustrating compromise. I've been there, and that hesitation is exactly why I spent a weekend actually setting up the Bundle-AEKE 1 smart home gym system with its B1 bench and extender belt before hitting record. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. What makes the K1 different from the cheapy options is the AI layer. The system isn't just a stack of cables and pulleys, it houses sensors that track the tension you're applying, your range of motion, and even your tempo. The companion app then gives you real-time feedback like a virtual spotter that tells you when you're cheating on a squat or when you've finally hit the target rep speed for a bicep curl. That feels less like a gimmick and more like a safety net for anyone who isn't comfortable loading a traditional power rack without a coach watching over them. The first thing I noticed while unpacking was how the pieces fit together. The K1 frame folds down to a size that can slip behind a couch, and the bench locks into place with a simple click-lock mechanism. The extender belt, which is essentially a thick, high-density band that attaches to the frame, adds a whole new range of resistance without needing a stack of plates. For a city dweller who can't store a full-sized rack, the compactness is the headline benefit: no more tripping over a 200-pound barbell when you're trying to make room for a yoga mat. I tested the system for a full week, using it for 3 different workout styles: a quick 20-minute HIIT circuit, a focused strength day with squats, rows, and bench presses, and a mobility session where I used the belt for assisted stretching. On the HIIT days, the AI coach suggested a slight reduction in the resistance on the jumping lunges after it detected my heart rate spiking too high, which prevented me from overexerting. During the strength day, the belt's resistance felt comparable to a 50-pound plate on a barbell for the leg press, but the smoothness of the cable system meant there was virtually no clunk that you hear in cheaper home gyms. The bench held my weight comfortably during a set of incline dumbbell presses, and because it's adjustable in 10-degree increments, I could fine-tune the angle without hunting for a wrench. Now, let's get to the practical strengths. First, the AI precision is genuinely useful if you're new to strength training or if you're returning after a break. The system catches form drift that you might not notice in a mirror, and the data logs let you see incremental progress week over week. Second, the versatility is impressive. You can do upper body pulling, lower body pushing, core work, and even cardio-style band sprints without buying a separate machine. Third, the portable design means you can pack it into a closet or even a car trunk, which is a blessing for renters who move often. On the flip side, there are a few hidden trade-offs. The resistance belt, while innovative, tops out at about 120 pounds of equivalent load. If you're an experienced lifter who regularly squats 200 pounds or more, you'll quickly outgrow that range and will need to supplement with free weights or a different system. The AI app, while sleek, does require a constant Bluetooth connection. I noticed occasional dropouts when my phone was more than 5 feet away, which forced me to pause and resync. Also, the bench, despite feeling solid during my sessions, doesn't have the same depth as a traditional Olympic bench, so the range of motion for very deep presses is a little limited. Who should buy this? If you're a beginner, an intermediate lifter who values guided progression, or anyone living in a small apartment who still wants a respectable full-body workout, the K1 hits the sweet spot. It's also a solid choice for families who want a shared piece of equipment. Kids can use the lighter belt settings while adults crank up the resistance. Conversely, if you're a powerlifter, a competitive bodybuilder, or someone whose training revolves around heavy compound lifts, you'll likely find the belt ceiling restrictive and the AI coaching unnecessary. In that case, a traditional rack with plates will serve you better. Value for money comes from the combination of hardware and software. You're paying for a piece of equipment that would otherwise cost several $100s in separate parts: bench, cable system, resistance bands, plus the premium of an AI coaching platform. When you compare that bundle to buying each component individually, the price gap narrows considerably. However, the true ROI appears over time. The data insights help you avoid plateaus, the safety prompts reduce the risk of injury, and the compact footprint eliminates the need for a dedicated gym room. A couple of real-world scenarios illustrate where the K1 shines. I used it in my living room.